Okay, we are back. The last case, case 4 tonight. This is our last chance to not pull a Tyrion autograph relic. I was hoping we would not go. Hell, I didn't want to go 3 for 3, but I really don't want to go 4 for 4. So, still sponsored by Blowout cards for these breaks. Whoops. I would love to, Slim. Parallel number 5. First autograph. Isaac Hempstead Wright. That's a good start. L6 on the lenticular. Here's our gold Roz. Don't shoot me when I tell you this. I haven't watched it yet. I ended up trying to think. I haven't seen the last 3 episodes. My son's schedule, Theon die cut. My son's schedule gets me so screwy. S12, Night King and White Walkers. That we end up not getting home until late on the weekends. So I missed whichever episode I missed, and then I never got a chance because I was working late and doing breaks every night. And then I missed a second episode in a row. And I'm like, I'll get them. And then when the finale was coming up, and where were we? We had to go to a game that was an hour and 45 minutes away, and it was 4 o'clock Sunday night kickoff. So then by the time the game was done and we got home and ate dinner, and I just fell asleep. So I just kind of figured I'll binge the last couple episodes one day when I get a chance. I know that's terrible, but unfortunately that's just the way my life is. 128 on the parallel. And Wolf Scolding. I mean, I don't care about like spoilers and that kind of thing, so I know what happened. The general parts of it. That's weird. The lenticular was on the bottom on this one. Just the order was out of whack. These are all just plain base, right? Yep. L18. I know a lot of people were not overly happy. Now, I never read the books. Yeah, I do. I consider this the fun part of it. But not to get too sad about it. It's been a year now, but my office is very small, and Masandi die cut, Roger Alum, and Harry Lloyd duel. But my office is very small, and I think my employer is seeing the light at the end of the tunnel for retirement. So a year ago now, a little under a year ago, the one other guy who kind of did what I did passed away, and he tried hiring one new person to replace him, and it didn't work out. So ever since January, I've been by myself. So I do, I kind of average out, 10 hours a day, and then twice a week I go and got to get my son from practice. Parallel for card 101, and Stephen Delane. So then I lose 2 nights for that. That's why I always say Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then Mondays, my daughter has Girl Scouts. And then one day a week at least, we've got a game. So it really keeps me going. So even though I might be up all night doing this stuff, I enjoy it. L15. Ben Crompton. I just get so I get so so busy that I just lose track of things. Like watching Game of Thrones. Lady Stark on the die cut. We have not had this duel yet. Nell Tiger Free and Toby Sebastian. The Young Lovers. So let's see, we got a new subscriber, it says. I don't know if they're watching right now, but welcome, Mark Bennix. I don't know, Slim, do you have any kids? I don't know how old you are. I always thought it was supposed to be, less busy. And I got a notification that said there was a new subscriber, Mike. So I was just saying hello. Parallel to card 26. And Paul K, this star signature that he does. Yeah. I was actually reading an article about how these people that nobody thought they had any money, L13 on the lenticular, that when they die, they donate millions of dollars. And it's like, janitors and teachers. Donald Sumter. And they said the biggest thing that almost every one of them had in common was that none of them had kids. Ah, be nosy. I think we might have gotten the best duel. How about Cersei and Joffrey as the duel? I didn't go through all of the duels, but the ones I did go through, that seemed to be one of the best. Tell you though, Slim, you are so right though on how much more in cards I could afford if I didn't have to pay for my son's sports. And crazy, it's not like he's going pro, but it's kind of the only, you don't really have much of a choice once they get older. 72 on the parallel. Yeah, looks like Uncle Ben again. Joseph Mawley. Oh, thanks for subscribing, Ted. I get these notifications. I'm afraid to click on the X's because half the times I do it, it knocks me off the feed. L14. Nobody cares at all about the cards. Rob Callender. I thought I was going to get my daughter hooked, but she... Oh, geez, I put the box away. I still got another pack. She doesn't really... Yeah. Yes, at 3,700, this is not a good buy. I will wholeheartedly agree with you on that one. I think 3,000 on down. Some people that got in early got it for like 24, 25. That's a great price. I think Ted was one of the ones that did. But anything above 3,000, it's not. I mean, at least when we're doing the group break like this, you know, you break it all down and it's not so painful. The Reed siblings, Thomas Brody Sangster and Ellie Kendrick. And as usual, it doesn't want to focus. There it goes. Yeah, I mean, at 2,500, you're not getting hurt. Even our first case, which was not a strong case, you know, you're not going to get killed. Not saying you're going to make a huge profit on it. But unfortunately, everybody was doing it. And I tell you, I'm not sure what the deal was, but when this first came up on pre-sale, nobody, you know, and I don't, like I said, I don't think anybody was doing it to try and rip anybody off, but nobody was given any allotments on this, so everybody jacked up their prices thinking that that was all they were going to get. And then you know, when they got their allotments, they got more than, I don't know, I don't think, like say Blowout for instance, 23 on the parallel, I don't think they got as much of this that they did Valerian Steel. Danny Corrine. But, you know, they raised their prices based on what they thought. People still bought it, so, I mean, why put the prices back down? You know, you maximize your profit. Yeah, I saw you said something about being an old fart earlier, Ted. L3. And here's a Suad Varus lady. The Dothraki High Priestess. You know what? I don't know the business model of a wholesale card distributor, so I can't comment on how that works. but it was a die cut of Tormund, Lady Stark, Michelle Fairley. I'm sure they're selling whatever they have, or at least they're selling enough of stuff that, you know, they're able to wait it out. But when we were doing the mega breaks, I guess it was about a year ago now, where it was they still had season 1. We were doing cases of season 1, season 4, 5, 6, 7, and archive box of 7, season 7. I think they were at. I mean, the prices weren't terrible. Oh, you're really old, Ted. 46 on the parallel. Who is this? Oh, Aisling Franciosi. You know, I wasn't watching it, you know, to see when they were stocking it or not stocking it. So I couldn't tell you, like, if they were out of it and then all of a sudden got it in. L16. I just know that we did pull an Amelia Clark out of one of our cases, so I was happy. Ben Crompton, 2 Momoas, and most of the other guys. Yes, that was Aisling Franciosi in that last autograph, the gold. And then Ben Crompton we just got. Alright. Okay, if it's autographed, just don't be Tyrion. Don't be Tyrion. Don't be Tyrion. Don't be Tyrion. And who is this? It is Cersei. So, it is the, I guess, the second most common. But better than not being. Oh, here. She wasn't in this a lot. That's Jon Snow's mom. So when they were doing the three-eyed raven stuff with Bran, and he was going back, when Ned got to was trying to find his sister, that's where she was in the story in the show. Ramsay Bolton on the die cut. Yeah, at least I know that one. There's a lot of these characters that I can't remember who they are. Some of them, like the one, I'm sure when we get her I'll show it, but there we go. This what was it, Roxanne McKee? Really nice signature, really pretty lady, but I mean, I'm guessing she was like a prostitute or something. I don't know who she was. Oh, you found an unopened season 1 box? That's good. Parallel card 54. Jessica Henwick. L10 and Suad Fares. So there's been both versions of her in every case. Oh, was she the one that was telling her about how to take care of a guy? Gray Worm die cut. And an S4 Jon Snow stamp. I don't know how you have the, going back there, Ted, I don't know how you have the intestinal fortitude to not open up a box. I've got one box that I've never opened because I just keep forgetting that it's even there. I walk past it, that's all. It's an old Dinosaurs Attack box from, I guess that's from like 1988-ish. Card 64 on the parallels. And Ellie Kendrick. L8 on the lenticular. And Lucy Hayes is our autograph. And if there's anybody watching this video, if you want to actually see what all these different cards look like, I did a lot more expansive break in the first case. This is the fourth case. So we're just got a sketch. We're just running through these now. Marjorie on the die cut. And it's a horizontal sketch. And it's actually laid out that way. That's interesting. Sketch effects. Let's show the name on the back while I jump to the checklist. Kind of looks like it says James, but I'm not sure if that is James or not. So we're just gonna sketch cards. Let's see. Mike James is in this, but it doesn't look like his signature to me. But I don't see any other names that even come close to that. So we'll have to go with Mike James, which you already said it is. And somebody holding the crown. Like I said, that's got to be I think that's the first landscape, horizontal, whatever you want to say, sketch I've ever pulled out of a Game of Thrones box. So it's kind of a shame now I can officially say that case 1 was the worst case, I think, even though it had a nice sketch. Case 3 did not have a sketch, but it had the Sam Artifacts card in it. We've yet to pull a relic out of this. Got to make sure you get a couple of Renleys in here. L5 on the lenticular. And there's Renly. Card 149 on the parallels. Here's the Hound. Yeah, EJ, did you ever make it to your way north Philly trip you were going to do? And Melisandre on the die cut. And Richard Dormer. So that's not bad. 3 out of our 4 cases had Dormer in it. On the international, when I eventually put together this set, I might go for the inserts at least, but I'm definitely not going to bother with the parallel set. I can't imagine it's going to be easy to get unless somebody puts a full set up cheap. Yeah, it's no problem. Are you still interested in those sets? Parallel of card 57 and Brendan Cowell. Oops, sorry. I didn't bring the boxes down into my office area just in case. L12. Yeah, I mean, believe me, I'm in no rush. Ron Donachi. I mean, my wife wants him out. I put him in the dining room because we barely ever use it. So we use our dining room like 3 times a year. You know, basically just holidays. Oh, that sounds cool. Did you post a picture of it up anywhere? Rob Stark on the die cut. S2 is a Sansa for our stamp. Is that 3? That's 3 stamps. So we might be done with the stamps. We might not be. But we're only... geez, we still got a lot of boxes to go. 9 more to go. Oops. You know, I was curious, EJ. I know you live in Pennsylvania. I didn't know where exactly that was. But when you told me where you were going to be, and then I looked up your address, or, your town, but I was like, holy cow, you're like from my office. Yeah, it says that they're UK-issued postage stamps on the back. Yeah, I don't know how, if it'll, let's see if I can get that to focus. Congratulations, this limited edition card, there we go, contains an official United Kingdom postage stamp. But for my office, since my office is, I could be in Philly in 20 minutes from my office, but it still was 110 miles, I think. 138 on the parallel. And Bella Ramsey. Yeah, I mean, it's physically, it's a lot of stuff, but it's not, monetarily, it's not worth the drive. How's it going, Russell? Let's see, what time is it? Alright, I'm going to apologize because I'm about to hit an X on something, and hopefully it won't screw me up. Cool, it didn't. You back from bringing your kid to school? Tim McInerney. And what was it? Oh, L9. I just need to finish up and get right to bed so I can get to work tomorrow. And then tomorrow when I get home from my son's practice, I will, there's the Hound on the die cut. I can get started on scanning all this stuff in. Indira Varma and Rosabelle Laurenti Sellers. 2 weeks. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I remember correctly. Do you go to school pretty much year round, but you get like shorter breaks during the year? Or am I thinking of somebody else? It's like over here, my kids, they'll be done school in the middle of June, and then they're off until Labor Day, which is, you know, the first week of September. Okay, so you get a break, but it's, well, I mean, for you don't really have winter, right? So you get a winter break. 18 on the parallel. It's like Nell. Yep, Nell Tiger Free. L11 and Richard Rycroft. Hey, you know, Russell, when you get the chance, if you could do me a favor, you could either shoot me a PM or you could even put it in the break. It doesn't matter. Ooh, nice duel. Hodor on the die cut. But if you could just remind me, I want to reach out to Upper Deck and just see if there's any progress on the replacements. Rose Leslie and Christopher Hulville. So Tormund and Egret. It doesn't matter. I just want to... It's kind of like a placeholder for me. So whether you post it in the thread or shoot me a PM, because the only reason I thought of it now is because you're on here, and it just, you know, you reminded me. And I did, I'm not sure if you were on one of the previous breaks, you know, watching the video, but parallel of card 69, and here's Tormund right there. But I got them to amend our case that we're missing 3 film cells. Were you watching that break from the other night where I was talking about that? L4. Because if you're supposed to get one, let's see, here's Roxanne McKee. We were mentioning that. Again, I really like that signature. I don't collect autographs, but that and the Bella Ramsey out of this, I might have to get one. Oh, we finally got our first relic here. At least I think so. Feels thick. Yep. Sam on the die cut. And Tyrion. What was this? VR10. Well, anyway, you're supposed to get 1 film cell per box. And we got 22 film cells. But I remember for a fact that the SSP Black Widow, that was a second film cell. So we got 2 film cells in 1 box. I know that we did. So somewhere we actually were missing a 3rd film cell. And it might be that, because the fact that we got 2 film cells and we didn't get a hit, like a sketch or an autograph or a wardrobe card, which you're supposed to get 1 of those per box, but we must have gotten a double of 1 of those in a box because we had 24 of those type of hits. So, I mean, technically we were missing a 3rd film cell, so I figured even if all we get are replacement film cells, might as well get 3 of them. 119. And Michael Huisman. Oh no, I'm pretty sure that they did, but their solicitation or their box, the box isn't within reach right now, but I'm almost positive it says 1 autograph, sketch, or wardrobe relic, whatever it is, per box. So, not my problem that they don't have it properly written down. L2, so we might as well get a 3rd cell. At the minimum, we get a 3rd cell. Stasnair. Feels like another relic. Jorah on the die cut. Yeah, I saw. Who was that? Was that George or Glenn? Who posted that recently? And Cersei VR8. Well, in our Ant-Man and Wasp break, we were missing some hits, and they sent us a Chris Hemsworth Thor autograph, and I think it was from the first Thor release, plus a couple sketches. They really took care of us on that one. Parallel of card 108, Tom Hopper. And there it goes. You know, I'm sure they get hundreds of requests a day from people that really... Oh, were you? Well, good for you. L17 and Megan Parkinson. There's Little Miss Sunshine there. But I never watched it. Printing plate. I was gonna say this feels a little thick. Gendry on the die cut, and card 30. This is a magenta plate, so I'm having a little trouble seeing it. I think this is Tywin. I wonder if this is when they're having their meeting where they hand to the king, and I think that is what that image is from. What I was saying is, you know, I'm sure they get plenty of requests from people that really weren't missing any hits. You know, so they kind of have to take their request with a grain of salt. But I mean, Topps, first off, when we're missing hits, I have everything on video, so I send them the video so they know, you know, like I'm not trying to get something for nothing. But my goodness, Topps gives the worst replacements when it comes to non-sports. I think I've requested maybe 3 replacements, 4. The only time that they came through for us, and I don't remember why, was something was messed up, and it was for Star Wars. And I want to say, Chrome, what was that old Chrome set? Chrome Perspectives, maybe? Oh, this case gets better and better. Parallel number 3. I'll leave that autograph there. You can see who it is. I'm not going to... I'll wait until I open up these other 2 packs. Lenticular 7. Where they sent us, like... I mean, Russell, you probably were in the break because you like Star Wars. Sarah Dillon. They sent me like a dozen or so sketch cards, and they were the ones that had the borders on them, and that's why it was like, I want to say it was Chrome Perspectives. But I mean, after that, like we were short a hit or 2 in one of the Walking Dead breaks, and they sent, there's a Joffrey die cut. They sent me like a single replacement of a crap card and like 3 unopened packs. And, you know, it's like when they mess up, they should at least kind of, you know, pay it forward a little bit and give you a little something extra. Danny Corrane and Joseph Quinn. I mean, I know when I screw up, I always try and make it right. But that one, I don't remember. There was something about that break in particular where I was talking to somebody a lot, and then I really got them to help us, you know, really hook us up. Jack Gleason, gold. That is the one I am pretty sure is the only scarce single signed autograph in the set. Would love for that to focus. There it goes. And then just recently, I think it was in another Walking Dead release, and they sent, I mean, just one. No, it's the Stranger Things season 2. We were short a hit. And they sent me an autograph we had pulled out of the case, and it was just a common, you know, wasn't a parallel or anything, but even if you just send, I mean, hell, send a relic with it or something, you know, just a little something extra as a sorry we messed up. That's why I say, like, the couple times that Upper Deck is messed up, they've always done that. They've given you extra. You know, as an apology. 142 parallel. Harry Lloyd. L20 lenticular, and Ian Gelder. Missandei die cut. Looks like Sand Sisters. Yep. Jessica Henwick and Keisha Castle Hughes duel. Well, luckily enough, the only redemptions I've had to deal with that I redeemed for somebody was in one of the Hobbit ones. It was somebody international got the God, was it a six-way autograph of all the dwarves. All right, that was our 8th duel, so that should be it for duels. Got 2 boxes to go. So we already got a sketch. We got our autograph relic. 3 stamps. So I mean, we might get another stamp. We could get another relic. I mean, we could get another printing plate, but I don't think there's anything else, you know, special, I'll say, that we're going to get out of these last 2 boxes. Okay. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank on who it was that got it, but I feel like they only got in on the Hobbit breaks. 70 on the parallel. Ah, now this one. So this is Carice Van Houten, and it's the blue autograph, so it's not that huge, bold black. That's funny too, Ted, because when I opened up the last World Cup stuff, the 2018 World Cup, I had pulled a damaged... who was it? Was it Dybala? I forget who it was now, but an autograph of somebody. L1 on the lenticular. And it took months. Owen Teal gold to get the replacement. And after them just sitting on it and not responding to me for, I mean, months, I contacted, I mean, it must have been 15 different people, and I just kept getting pushed around. You out here, EJ? There's only 1 box left, so like I said, I don't think there's anything else to be had out of here. Of course, then there's that. Theon on the die cut. And Sophie Turner. Come on. But I mean, geez, just the communication problem that I had. And then, you know, after being ignored, and then it wasn't even like it was an expensive card. They wouldn't replace it because whether they couldn't, you know, or whatever. I told them a couple other guys, and they wouldn't replace it with those guys. And it wasn't, again, you know, it wasn't like I'm taking a, you know, probably say a $40 card and asking for a $400 card. You know, it was a $40 card, and I give them a list of guys, and, you know, maybe the guys were $60. You know, I'm just like, you're telling me you can't just, you know, for making me wait 6 months. 21 on the parallel. Natalie Emmanuel, gold. And they even got to non-autographed inserts. And it was like, you know, unnumbered inserts. How about one of those? And they're like, no, I can't give you Mohamed Salah for, you know, Dybala. One last stamp. Davos on the die cut. What is this? Giants S14. Come on. Not focusing. Oh well. The last pack. Lenticular 19. And a inscription Roz. Like I said, I'm pretty sure she inscribed all of the non-gold autographs. You know, we pulled, I think, 3, and they all were the same. All right, I would say if case number 2 didn't have the metal Denarius card, you know, I did see that, Russell. I would say that this is actually our best case, but that Denarius puts case 2 over the top. So this is definitely the second best case out of everything. So we got our 4 stamps, all of our different inserts, our 2 relics we got. So we only got 2, didn't get 3. We got Cersei and Tyrion, so they're a little bit on the lower end. You know, they're not Denarius. And Cersei on the autograph relic, so at least we didn't go 4 for 4 on Tyrion's. We got a sketch, and this was Mike James. We got a printing plate. It's magenta, it's a little hard to see, but that is Tywin. It's card number 30 if anybody wants to look and see what it looks like. Our single autographs we did really good on. So we got Roz, Natalie Emanuel, we got a Sophie Turner, Owen Teal, we got Carice, and it's not in the big giant black Sharpie, Ian Gelder, Harry Lloyd, Jack Gleason. I believe that is the only scarce in the single autographed checklist. Sarah Dillon, Megan Parkinson, Tom Hopper, Stas Nair, Michael Huisman, Roxanne McKee, there's Tormund, Christopher, whatever his last name is, Richard Rykoff, Nell Tiger Free, Tim McInerney, Bella Ramsey with the incredible signature, Ron Donachi, was that Brendan Cowell. Here's our Richard Dormer. Couldn't be a night without Bawdy checking in. Rory McCann. Here's our Renly Baratheon, Lucy Hayes, Ellie Kendrick, Swad Ferres, Jessica Henwick, Ben Crompton, Ann Aisling, Franciosi, Michelle Fairley, Souther Farris again, Danny Corrine, Rob Callender, Joseph Mawley, Donald Sumter, Paul K, Ben Crompton. Here's Stannis, Stephen Delane. That goes that way. Another Sumter, another Scolding. Here's another Roz. And ended off with Bran. Or I guess we should say beginning it with Bran. Duels. And the 2 guard guys. Mom and Daughter Sand, Mira and Jojen Reed, Nell Tiger Free and Toby Sebastian, Roger Allam and Harry Lloyd, Jessica Henwick, Keisha Castle Hughes, Rose Leslie and Christopher Tormund, and we'll finish this whole thing off with Cersei and Joffrey as a duel. That finishes case 4. That finishes all 4 cases. Wasn't too bad. I'll at least get a couple of hours sleep before I got to go to work. Tomorrow night, or I'm sorry, I should say tonight, I get home late. My son has practice until 8:30, so I don't get home till about 9. I will try and scan what I can tomorrow night when I get home. And, it's probably going to take me, so tomorrow, Friday, and then probably in a Saturday to do all these scans and get all the lists up. So please be patient. It's a holiday weekend too, so I don't know who is or isn't going to be around. I know, again, I have a tournament this weekend. The games are all pretty early, so I shouldn't really interfere with doing this stuff. That's about it. So, ongoing breaks. Rick and Morty Season 2, there's not a whole lot of spots left. I'm pretty sure I saw the second case of Twilight Zone is full. And also today I put up the gold platinum parallel set for Inflexions. They're numbered out of 40. I'm guessing that they're all the same serial number. It would seem to make the most sense when they box them up. But it's a card draft. So you pick whatever card you want. Before I started doing these breaks tonight, it was half full already, and that was only in about 6 hours. And it's 150 spots, so they're going quick. If it fills quick enough, I probably could get a second one. I'll have to see. And after that, there was one other break, and I can't remember what it was. I know Artist Choice, I added another 10 packs, so there's still a couple spots to go on that. Looks like that we're probably about it there. 60 is probably going to be about the max on that one. So if there's anything you're looking to have broken, shoot me a PM over on Blowout. And I will see you guys on the next break. Enjoy your next Star Wars. Well, Bawdy, you got to wait until... what was it? The Skywalker Chrome, I think, is the next one. That doesn't come out until the end of July, roughly. I believe that's when it comes out. I don't remember. But the Skywalker Legacy Chrome, I think that's the next Star Wars set. So you got a while. And then the end of the year will be Masterworks. I would tell you, I know you said you're not on Blowout, but if you are, if you're curious, you should go on there, because Blowout, I guess, got some killer deal on, hold on one second there. Blowout must have got some killer deal and bought a ton of boxes of Stellar, 2018 Stellar, and Houdini has opened up, I think, 22 boxes now. So we're now, say, roughly halfway into 2018 Stellar, and we've seen 95% of 2017 or 2019 Stellar, probably seen about half of it open. 2018 Stellar, probably seen about 95% of it open, and not one Harrison Ford 1 of 1 has ever shown up. So it's kind of curious on that one. All right, for James Bond, when it went active, I know it keeps getting pushed back. I never set any kind of... I know, it is. There's no way that those Ford 101s were ever put in 2018. I would have thought they would have at least put one of them in 2019. But so far, none has surfaced. All right, James Bond. I know it keeps getting pushed back. I didn't set any kind of a deadline on the payment. I figured it's not like there's any rush. And if it never fills, then... I mean, excuse me, it's already filled. If for some reason they say it's never coming out, then yeah, I mean, I would refund whoever's paid. I mean, I'm not going to keep your money. It's not my money. It's yours. The only thing that's I don't know, and I just, because I've never done it yet, because I don't really have to refund people often, is I know PayPal changed some rule where they keep some of the fees or something now. So I don't know what happens. Like, if I refund you, do you get your full amount back and then I eat a piece of it, or what? So that's the only thing I'm not sure on, how that part works. You know, like I said, I don't think I've refunded anybody in 4 years. You know, knock on wood. I've got a pretty good track record. So anyway, that's about it. I'm just babbling now. I'll see you guys on the next break. Have a good night and have a good holiday weekend.